Didn't get to him because it was a handball. Lee Min-sung of Busan Daewoo to the South Korean team. That's nicely intercepted. Chances as they come forward. Dutch defence under pressure. And there's a brief moment when some of the Korean fans think that it's in the back of the net. Decent effort from Kim Do-hoon. A few years ago, Bergkamp still going now. Wonderful save on Newman. Watched on. And a shot in the end will go for it. And Edgar Davids sends one not far away from the keeper's hand. It looks as though he might have got a touch. Let's take a look. In the end, a decent on the ball. Now Bergkamp. It's inside, here's Koku! And it's 1-0. Wonderful strike from the Dutch midfielder. Finally the breakthrough. And after pressure, followed by pressure, and even more pressure, Koku finally fires past the keeper. Now Jonk. Here's Wim Jonk striding forward. Finds Overmars now. Overmars still going. It's 2-0. And it all stemmed from South Korea pouring player after player forward. The resistance has now definitely been broken. 2 goals in 4 minutes just before half-time has set the Netherlands on the way here. Great composure from Overmars after he was well found by Wim Jonk. Now Davids, chance out here on this far side, and Bergkamp should have done better. Chance still on though. Bergkamp going for goal. Well, after missing what was the easy chance, almost fashioned something out of nothing. Arsenal striker put in by Davids. Time to control perhaps before even taking. Remember, open the scoring here tonight. Bergkamp leaves it for Davids. Davids who shoots. We had Overmars to the left. And perhaps surprised just about everybody, including the goalkeeper. Choosing to go for goal was a very good save. Overmars will get his chance. Squares it once more. Here's Choi looking to finish the move. Choi up against Van der Sar, and it's a good save. The second attempt comes in, flies harmlessly wide. Well, certainly the local aspect of the crowd there. Koku's made his way into the centre alongside Bergkamp. Here is Dennis Bergkamp now. Bergkamp finally got his control and act together. The shot though set at the keeper. Has to turn inside. Overmars saves it on for the shot. He's already scored 1 from distance, Philip Koku. Rather disappointed. Yu Sang-chu. Decent ball here, so. And that was a very good chance for Korea to half the deficit. Lovely through ball played. Kim Do-kyun setting up the chance. Aron Winter. A wonderfully taken 3rd goal. Finally it happens for Dennis Bergkamp. He's had several attempts all night long, but Bergkamp traps the ball wonderfully, takes on the defender, and fires the Netherlands into their first 3 points. Winter with the assist. Bergkamp again with the control just about perfect. And once he'd taken on the final defender, the easy task was there to poke it beyond the goalkeeper. Bergkamp then with his first, the Netherlands' 3rd. Surely now that's the 3 points wrapped up. And the first victory of this 1998 World Cup forward. Taken down well. Flash towards goal and flash just wide. Well, Bergkamp almost had a second there. Well, the slip came early. In turn looks to find Overmars now. Overmars twisting right, the ball's inside. There's a header. And it is hammered home by Pierre Van Hooydonk. On the field for just about a minute. And what an impact he's had. If the victory wasn't sealed before that, it certainly is now. It's Netherlands 4, South Korea 0. It's party time for the Dutch. Perfect ball in from Overmars. And Van Hooydonk with an unstoppable header into the ground. Their fresh legs that the injector can do. That's a decent effort. Very decent, in fact, from Lee Dong-gook. There's the ball inside. Here's De Boer. De Boer still going. De Boer with a wondrous strike beyond Kim. 5-star Netherlands. Congratulations all round. David certainly enjoyed that one. I'm sure there'll be nobody who enjoyed it as much as De Boer himself. All the thousands of Dutch fans that have made the journey south. The Netherlands has been very, very high. Exceptional stuff to make it Netherlands 5, South Korea 0. Here is Van Hooydonk. It's a decent effort. Kim almost spills it. Well, not the second, but the 3rd time of asking. Finally cleared for a corner. Just about.
Bergkamp looking for the early release over the top, and it's a good ball, and it's a brilliant goal from Philip Cocu. Well, that was a Dutch masterpiece. So typical of the way they play. It's taken quickly, and maybe a sense of urgency as Van der Sar makes the save to deny Ramirez, and that's a brilliant save from Edwin van der Sar. Now with Jonk, helped into the penalty area. De Boer with an opportunity, and he makes it two. Ronald De Boer scoring for the second successive game at this FIFA World Cup. And the Netherlands are making serene progress at the moment. And Mexico are almost given away, and Campos had to deal with that. Well, a third goal would have surely finished Mexico off. The Netherlands, it does, and it's wide. What an opportunity for Mark Overmars. Checking onto that right foot, and he swings it over the top in the end. Villa's delivery, Palace, it's in! Ricardo Palace gives hope to Mexico. That header travelled a long, long way. Van der Sar may have been distracted back to the Netherlands. Hernandez beyond Stam and gathered by Van der Sar. Then he fumbles, and Palace got the final touch. Both of the De Boers are over it, and in the end it's the captain who hits it, Frank, and it's gathered well by Campos. Carmona into the near post and claimed by Van der Sar. All it needed, you feel, was a touch. De Boer, and it's wide. Well, it was an opportunity. Davids, let's fly, just wide. Well, on the counter-attack. Luis Hernandez! And Mexico have done it in the 95th minute. Again, so dangerous on the half turn. The shot from Koku is blocked, and then the second effort is repelled, and then Kluivert unable to force the ball in, but Argentina were in real oh, that's a good run. In towards Bergkamp, Kluivert! Brilliant goal! And Patrick Kluivert is back in the team in the grand banner. A goal which says so much. And he's equalised. And Argentina were not behind for very long. And we have seen two outstanding goals to light up this quarter-final. First Kluivert, and now Lopez. Juan Sebastian Veron with a pass which seemed to defy geometry. A warm day. Davids, powerful run from him, and he nearly went all the way. Well, Edgar Davids suddenly spotted a gap. Kluivert, the decoy this time, and it whistled over the angle. The ball, Kluivert, Davids! Blocked by Roja, and Kluivert unable to guide the rebound in. Again, it's very presentable set-up play from the Dutch, and Davids had space there, and he rather sold himself. And then Jonk! Good save by Roja. Another powerful effort from Wim Jonk. Roja saw it all the way, but it was the sort. Ortega off the post. And the Reitziger will win the free kick. But both teams have struck the upright now. Ariel Ortega given so much time. Frank de Boer ducking out of it, and I'm not sure that Van der Sar had that covered. Now Batistuta, and it whistles wide from Simeone. Well, Diego Simeone, player, and it's an excellent ball. Batistuta off the post. A devastating counter-attack, and Batistuta so unlucky. What a run from Juan Sebastian Veron. Batistuta cutting inside, and Van der Sar. And the crossing, it's a good one. Oh, what a save by Roja to deny Kluivert. And suddenly, we have seen both teams go so close within a minute. Kluivert with a brilliant header, matched by the elasticity of the save from. But now that on, squeezing the ball in field. Newman, oh, he could be in trouble here. Arthur Newman has already been booked, and he's off. The left back looking to halt the counter-attack. Oh, now. Magnificent goal! And with 30 seconds to play, the Netherlands come up with a goal for the ages. And Dennis Bergkamp has surely fired them to the semi-finals. Three Ajax players in the starting lineup as the shot is just over the top from Bergkamp. Zengen's cross and the header over the top from Kluivert. The best moment so far for the Netherlands. Rivaldo, he'll have enjoyed that. And the cross in, and Kluivert's header is over the top. A check. And just like that, Ronaldo comes up with the moment. "30 seconds after half-time, Rivaldo and Ronaldo combine, and Brazil with the top. Kluivert with the initial, compared to the game against Denmark, as Kluivert hits it straight at Tafarel. Ronaldo, it's wide. Well, that was the chance to seal it. Ronaldo pained by the challenge and also maybe the fact he missed. Winter backpedaling, still to Nielsen. Oh, goodness me. Rivaldo seemed to sit on the ball, 6 yards out. Having Van Hooijdonk back towards Kluivert. Oh, it's over the top. Was that the chance? Roberto Carlos whipped across the penalty area, but no one there with him to apply the finish. Here is De Boer. Kluivert! And Patrick Kluivert brings salvation for the Netherlands. Three and a half minutes to play. And Guus Hiddink's team are finally level. He's won it back, and the shot gathered low by Tafarel. And it was a decent effort. Kick from Ronaldo has cleared off the line. Well, Zagallo must have thought his team had retaken the lead there. Still Ronaldo. And still, good save by Van der Sar. Well, Ronaldo suddenly springing back into life. It's a long way out, but it's hit firmly by Van Hooijdonk. And Tafarel's able to save. Van Hooijdonk made that sort of free kick a speciality. It's a good ball in behind. Kluivert just wide. Another chance to win it. Kluivert was onside. Junior Sampaio, and here is an opportunity for Ronaldo. Showing that pace again. Ronaldo all the way, but no, brilliant challenge. Probably a goal-saving challenge, a World Cup-saving challenge from Frank de Boer. The cross is blocked. And then the shot in the end is saved by Van der Sar. It was Aldair who was forward. And that against Van der Sar, and he makes no mistake. 1-0. Will take the first penalty for the Dutch, and he scores as well. Taffarel guessing right, and Rivaldo again scores very comfortably. Oh, and Taffarel wasn't too far away from that, but it was right in the corner. And so does Emerson. Lofting high into the net. And Koku sees it saved. Taffarel able to celebrate. The captain. No problem for Dunga. Yet again a Brazilian goes high and are in the final. And Taffarel saves. And Brazil head to the FIFA. And it's curled in, and it ripples the roof of the netting, but no more from Wim Jonk. Broom down the left-hand side. Stammer's been isolated. Yanni continues. Here is Prosinecki with a great chance. He scored. Robert Prosinecki finishing off a devastating breakaway. Robert Yanni. But it's played square to Wim Jonk, who hits it over the top again. Given the free kick, they take it quickly. Here is Kluivert. Bravely done by Ladic. Away from Yanni. Now he'll advance on the Croatian goal. It's still Zenden. Oh, what a strike! Boudewijn Zenden, the 21-year-old. And he brings the Netherlands level in spectacular. Holding off Seedorf. Here is Boban, and now Suker! Brilliant goal! Davor Suker yet again. And that could be the moment that wins him the Golden Boot. Again. It's a good ball forward for Boban, who's beyond Van der Sar, and it's into the side netting. Frank de Boer doing just enough to put him on. It's whipped in all the way through and almost a third. Davor Suker again was so close to turning that in. Them all on. And he's found Overmars, great chance, and once again brave goalkeeping from Drazen Ladic. Seedorf. And here's an opening for Kluivert, checking inside and putting it wide. What a chance! Well, he knows that should have been the moment.